Cancer, welcome to your reading for the week of August 18th. You are going to choose a crystal. Pick one of these crystals. Pick the one that is speaking to you. We're going to do a reading for each of these. Now, whatever reading you get, and feel free to watch both of the readings, that message is going to be specifically to the crystal that you choose. We have a 4-card spread, and then we're going to clarify with 2 cards. This is just a reminder that if you like the channel so far and the readings that you've been watching, please make sure to click the subscribe button that's down below in the corner here. Like, subscribe, help, the algorithm with helping the growth of the channel. And thank you for watching. I'd really appreciate any of your support. This has been a lot of fun for me. So if you chose the Black Obsidian, Cancer, this is going to be your reading. All right. Okay, so you start off with the King of Pentacles, right? So this is an emphasis on your skills, your resources, your work, your money, what it is that you're working towards, not just in life and in your job, but what are you working towards, in yourself and the skills that you're going to be building, right? Next to it, you have the Hangman. So these 2 cards together are saying that you are developing a new perspective on how you're working, right? Maybe these are your routines. Maybe it's just, again, your job, how you're going to be viewing your job, how you're going to be working on your life, yourself, right? The Hangman is hanging himself upside down so that he can gain a new perspective. Right. And by doing so, you can see the light that's glowing on his head. And that just means that he has gained a powerful insight into himself, into his life, how he's viewing his life. Right. So these 2 cards together are saying that you are either doing this already or you need to have an emphasis on how you are working and the skills that you are developing for this week. OK, your next card is the 5 of Wands. So the 5 of Wands is, conflict. It's competition. It's learning how to fight, right? So they're fighting with sticks instead of swords because they're learning how to battle, right? So whatever new perspective you're gaining on how you're working in your life or your money or your job, for this particular group of Cancers, you need to look at how it's causing conflict within yourself. Maybe you have conflict in the workplace, or maybe there's competition in businesses that you're starting right now, or there's just, people that you can learn from who are going to help you work towards, what you want to achieve in life and gaining new perspectives. That's what's definitely the message that's coming across with the 5 of Wands. And then your last card in the 4-card spread is the Star. So the Star is a lot. The Star is about being a star. The Star is about following the direction that you feel like you need to head in right now. The Star is about self-care, right? But the Star is definitely about shining, right? And with the Hangman, it's definitely about, gaining an objective perspective on your work, whatever that is. Like whatever it is that you're working towards, just focus on the word work. Right? Because it's not just your job. It's like the things that you're working towards in your life, the things that you're working towards in yourself. You need to follow this big star because that's the direction that you need to head into. And then, you need to take care of yourself. So if you feel like you need to rest, if you feel like you need to really, give love to yourself, that's what the Star is encouraging you to do. So the 2 cards that you have, very interesting. You have the 5 of Wands again. Right? So again, this is an opportunity for you to find better ways to battle and learn from conflict, right? Learn how to become a warrior, right? This is definitely a card of like training to become a warrior. And then you have the Lovers, right? So in the reading, I wouldn't really call this a love reading, right? But the 5 of Wands with the Lovers, especially with that King of Pentacles, is saying maybe you're working towards something that you're going to love. right? Or if this is love for you, if what you're picking up on is that there is just something you need to learn from love, how you're going to be working towards love, either if it's romantically or in a job or in your life, what the things that you want to bring into your life that you want to love more, or new things that you want to bring into your life that you want to love more, you need to learn. With the Five of Wands coming up twice, you need to find a way to research, like whatever this is. I don't know exactly what this is going to be for you here, but the Five of Wands showing up twice is that you need to learn from other people, right? How to maneuver through whatever this is in a much better way, right? And then you're going to have the outcome of love, right? And the thing about the Lovers is that you can see here, that is your higher self angel, right? So whenever your higher self angel comes up in a reading, especially with the Lovers, it's saying that you need to communicate with your higher self. Right? Your higher self is like your future self. That's the way that I like to look at it, right? Like everything that you're working towards here, the things in your life that you want to have, that you're working towards, that you're going to love, like talk to yourself 6 months from now, a year from now, try to communicate with that person and ask them like, what do I need to do right now? How can I trust this process more of developing more love, of working towards more love in my life, right? If this is, if this is romance and dating, those are important questions to ask. If this is you, gaining new perspectives on your job or how you're going to be working in your life, it's going to lead to more love. So definitely find a way to communicate with yourself, your higher self, in a much more powerful way. And then that's going to make your intuition much more powerful. All right. If you chose the blue calcite, this reading is for you. Okay. All right. So you start off with the Four of Pentacles. This is a challenging card. Like for me personally, when I have processed this card, this is a card of holding on too tightly to the past, especially. So that's something that I want you to think about. This is something that you are holding on too tightly to where your life is right now, and you're not thinking about ways to expand. And the next card is going to be a card of adventure and expansion. But think about the places in your life where you feel stuck. Like for me personally, this is one of the most challenging cards because it keeps us from innovating our lives. It keeps us from like adding to our lives. It keeps us from changing our lives in a way that's better because we're just holding on to Four Pentacles. What if you have the opportunity for 10 Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles card, which is a dream card, which is like one of the most fulfilling cards that you can have, where you have pretty much everything that you want in your life. And not that you have it, but like you're working towards having even more things in your life that are going to fill you with joy, right? But if you stay stuck with the Four of Pentacles, think about the places in your life where you're stagnant and you're not moving, or you refuse to move, or you're being stubborn. This is a card of being stubborn and stuck. Trust me, I've been processing that energy in my own life whenever this card comes up in a reading for me. And then you have the answer to this card, right? You have the Page of Wands next. The Page of Wands is about going on some kind of adventure. And, adventure is a word that's used a lot in tarot, right? Adventure is just, especially with the Four of Pentacles, adventure is just doing something new and fun. Right? Something that's going to break up the monotony of your day, right? It can be learning something on YouTube. It can be taking on a new hobby inside your house or outside of your house, getting out of the house, going into nature, doing something adventurous, whatever that means for you. Adventure equals fun, right? So if you have a stuck energy that you're working towards right now, or that you're working through right now, do something that is fun with the Page of Wands. And then, you don't know where the adventure is going to lead you, but you have to be enthusiastic about it. That's definitely the message of the Page of Wands, is that he doesn't know where he's going. He's just going to go on a new adventure with this wand, and he's just open to where it's going to take him. Now, you have the Tower with the Six of Cups. Okay, so, the Tower is, especially with this reading of like being stuck and focusing on a stuck energy, the Tower is about coming down to reality. Right? And whenever the Tower shows up, I hope that you're not intimidated by this card, right? Like this is just an energy that you are dealing with right now. And definitely the feeling that I'm getting is that there is going to be something that you can either initiate or that's going to happen to you that's going to make you get unstuck by going through an adventure. Right? Going on an adventure, right? So the story of the tower is that these people haven't been living in reality. So where have you not been fully facing the places in your life where you feel stuck, the places in your life where you want to have movement, right? And then you can initiate the tower moment here, right? I don't think this is going to be anything that's going to happen to you. It's just saying that you need to bring yourself down to reality because these people on the card haven't been living in reality. So that the lightning bolt strikes the tower that they're living in, and then they have to jump out of the windows to come back down to reality, right? Tower moments are gnarly. Tower moments are inevitable. Sometimes tower moments are meant to transform us, right? It's a Scorpio card. So you could initiate, this unstuck feeling that you have going on here by just going on an adventure. Go for a walk, 10 minutes a day, learn something new, right? Learn something that's going to expand your life, your vision, how you're working right now. And then you're going to have forward movement. And then you have the Six of Cups. This is one of my favorite cards in the tarot, right? The Six of Cups is a card of, being more childlike, right? Like definitely the feeling that I'm getting for you Cancers here in this particular group is that, you're maybe taking some things too seriously, right? That's okay. Life has us working. Life has us, needing to be responsible. Life has us maturing towards, being more serious. But the biggest key to life is being more childlike, having fun, right? Watch like your favorite comedians on YouTube. Like for me, I'm sorry to bring him up. I'm just a big fan. Like watch someone like Morgan J. I am like the biggest Morgan J fanboy right now because he embodies the Six of Cups. He embodies a childlike energy. He goes out into the audience with his auto tone and he sings, "What's your name, girl?" And it's just like making people laugh and being like a kid, right? So it's like the unstuck feeling that the unstuck message that this reading is giving you, it's encouraging you to be more childlike with the Six of Cups. And so to clarify these two cards, you have the Two of Wands and the Four of Cups. So this is saying, this is saying with the Two of Wands that you need to take the initiative on, again, going on an adventure, right? The story of the Two of Wands is that he's built a castle. He's standing on top of it. He's so proud and accomplished, but then he feels like stuck and dissatisfied. He's looking out into the world for answers. But the thing that you need to realize with the Two of Wands is that he's holding on to the world right in his hand. He has the world literally in the palm of his hand, and he's looking outside of himself when he needs to understand that he has everything that he needs to keep expanding. Right? So this is definitely another message of just like get out into the world and go on some kind of adventure, right? Break up your daily routine of doing the things that you have to do every day. And then you have the Four of Cups, right? So to me, the feeling that I'm getting is that you're going to have an opportunity to do this. You're going to have some kind of opportunity to take on some kind of new adventure, right? But, the reading is saying that there are parts of you that are feeling stuck or reluctant because the Four of Cups is he's given a new opportunity, but he's been disappointed by these three cups, right? So he's reluctant to take on this new opportunity. But any new opportunity that you have can be an opportunity for an adventure. It can be an opportunity to get unstuck. You could, experience a tower moment and experience pain, right? But it's like, to me, there's no worse suffering than staying stuck, right? Like I know so many people that are just doing the same thing over and over, year in and year out, right? And it's like, what the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Right? Like, the Four of Cups gives you an opportunity to change that. It gives you an opportunity to experience something new, right? And this is why, like I said, your first card is the Four of Pentacles. This is that card of insanity. This is the card of saying, I'm just going to keep doing the same thing. I'm just going to keep staying the same. I'm not going to, change what I'm doing, my routine, or trying new things, right? So definitely give yourself the opportunity to open yourself up to new opportunities, new experiences, and it's going to work out for you because, again, this is You have one of the most challenging cards in this reading with the Four of Pentacles, in my opinion, but you have one of the best cards in the reading, and you should shoot for this. Shoot for that childlike energy. All right? Thank you for watching, Cancer. Have a good week, and I wish you the best.